Have you ever looked out during a thunderstorm and wondered, why does lightning appear? Why does thunder appear? Why is it raining? Well, you see, the air is made up of little tiny little droplets that are really tiny. You can't even see them. This is called water vapor. Now, usually all these droplets are just like in the air floating around. But then these water droplets sometimes bump into each other and clump together. When enough of these clumps they come together and form a cloud, which is really strange, but that's why you always see clouds during a thunderstorm. But all these clouds is made up of lots of little droplets in it. And still, they're light enough to be held up by the wind. But soon, they're still bumping around, so they form even bigger ones. And soon, they're not even light enough to be held up by the wind, so then they start falling as rain. But even though it's raining, sometimes it doesn't always cause lightning. But when it does cause lightning, then it's really, really scary, and you should probably stay inside. And still, why lightning? What causes lightning? Well, lightning, you see, is coming from static electricity. So all these water droplets in the air up high, they sort of freeze to become ice. And all of this ice is rubbing against each other, exchanging electrons. Now, these electrons, some have more electrons than usual and some have less. The one with more are negatively charged, and they go to the bottom of the cloud. All this negative charge is at the bottom. And then the one with less has a positive charge. All of those go to the top. And then soon, when there's enough charge, something on the ground, like maybe a tree, with a positive charge, the lightning suddenly gets attracted with a bunch of charge, then it goes into boom, in a big flash with all this electricity exchanging from the negative to the positive. All of the electrons, like zap. But still, that may be why lightning is formed, but why does thunder appear always with lightning? Well, you see, lightning, it actually pushes back the air and forms a tunnel or a channel for it to get to where it wants. And it pushes back the air so fast that when the air collapses again, it makes a big boom, a sound wave, because it collapses back so fast that it sort of breaks the speed of sound. So it creates a huge boom called a sonic boom when it breaks the sound wave. But why do you see lightning before you hear thunder? Right? Why lightning first before you hear thunder? Lightning is number 1 and thunder is number 2. Why is that? Well, you see, lightning, what you see is actually coming at you at the speed of light. In thunder, what you hear is coming at you at the speed of sound. Now, the speed of light is faster than the speed of sound, about maybe like 5 times faster. So when you see lightning, that's why you count how many seconds until you hear the thunder, and then you divide by 5. Because that's how much faster it goes. And that's why you hear thunder always when you see lightning.